Let's talk about what's happening in Syria, where major changes are unfolding. The country is facing a huge political crisis. President Bashar al-Assad, who ruled for over 20 years, has been forced to leave his position after rebels took control of key cities like Damascus and Homs. Even in these uncertain times, the Indian embassy in Damascus is staying open and doing its best to ensure the safety of Indians that are living in Syria. So, here's the full story. For years, things seemed stable in Syria under President Assad's rule. But recently, rebel groups began growing power. They took control of major cities like Homs and Aleppo, and eventually they entered Damascus, the capital. Assad realized that he lost control and fled to an unknown location. Meanwhile, the rebel then declared that Damascus was free from his rule, signaling a huge shift in the country. Now, this crisis has left many Indians in Syria concerned about their safety, and some individuals live there for work or businesses. And during such chaos, their well-being becomes very important to India. Thankfully, the Indian embassy in Damascus is still operational. While many other countries might shut their embassies in such situation, India has kept its door open. The embassy staff is in regular contact with Indian nationals, ensuring that they are safe and offering any help that they need. To assist Indians in Syria, the embassy has provided an emergency helpline number and a WhatsApp contact too. They have also shared an email address for updates and assistance. The embassy has advised all the Indians in Syria to leave the country if possible. If flights are available, they should try to book one and leave as soon as they can. For those who must stay, the embassy recommends being extremely cautious, avoiding crowded areas, and staying in touch with them all the time. The situation in Syria is very tensed. Rebel groups are not only trying to take over the city, but also key places like a military prison, which has a dark history. On social media, they are calling for Syrians who left the country to return, claiming that Syria is now free. However, the reality on ground is that the civil war, which had been quiet for years now, has erupted again. Cities like Homs and Daraa are under rebel control, and the streets of Damascus are filled with uncertainty. Back in India, the government has issued a strict travel advisory. They have urged all Indians to avoid traveling to Syria until the situation improves. For those who are already in the country, the government emphasized the need to be very careful and stay connected with the embassy for any further update or any sort of help. The crisis shows how committed India is to protecting its people, no matter where they are. The effort of the embassy reminds us that even in the most challenging time, Indians abroad can count on their country for support. While the situation in Syria remains unstable, the Indian embassy is a beacon of hope for those who need it the most. This isn't just a story about politics or war. It's about ensuring that no Indian feel abandoned, no matter how far the home is. For more such videos, do follow TimesXP.